Hi everybody, welcome to Gengras Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. I am Devin. I've been with Gengras for 6 years. I'm a national Jeep expert and I'm a Jeep Wrangler owner. Nick, great to meet you. Thank you for giving me the chance to talk with you today. We understand you have a lot of options out there in the marketplace, so I appreciate you giving me the chance to talk with you today. You had mentioned to me that you were looking for a car for your daughter who's about to go to college, a car that had four-wheel drive and was safe. And we thought that the Compass would be a great option for you. So welcome to the 2022 Jeep Compass Limited. This car's been around since about 2006. It's undergone a couple of different renovations and transformations, this being the current model. We're really happy with this. We're really proud of this. We're excited about this. It's got a very cool, bold look to it. Actually resembles a miniature Grand Cherokee. Of course, the 7-slotted grille is a registered trademark of the Jeep brand. Most of our cars, it appears a little bit longer, and this one, it's a little bit more condensed, but it adds to the bold styling of this car. I'm going to start off with showing you the engine compartment. And what we have here is a 2.4-liter naturally aspirated motor. We call the motor the Tiger Shark. It is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. This motor is going to generate about 177 horsepower and about 172 foot-pounds of torque. This is a four-wheel drive car. There are no other cars in this segment that are four-wheel drive. And there's some good competition. The Mazda C-Series, the Subarus, Kia has an entry, the Nissan Rogue, the RAV4, all of these are great cars. My car's better for two reasons. Number one, four-wheel drive, and number two, there's about 70 standard safety features in this car. And you said that was the most important thing to you. So really quickly, don't want to bore you with this stuff. Anything that you're meant to touch as an operator, as an owner of this car, is marked in yellow. If it's not marked in yellow, you're not touching it. Leave that to our ASE certified technicians downstairs. So those couple of items are your oil dipstick, your windshield wiper fluid, and that's your brake fluid, okay? Other than that, you're not gonna touch anything. Anything goes wrong under here, you're calling us or bringing the car in, okay? I'm gonna tell you a couple things about the front end of this car. We have LED headlamps. They're a deflector headlamp and LED fog lights, okay? Right here, this item right here, this is basically a radar dish. This is the most important safety feature on the car. This actually sends radar out into the, it's going to be part of your adaptive cruise control or distance pacing cruise control. And by the way, ours has stop and go technology. And also your lane departure. As long as there's lines on the road, the radar sensor is going to read those lines, and I'll talk to you more about that lane departure in just 1 second. If you come around here to this side of the car, we're going to show you our 19-inch wheel and tire combination here. It's a beautiful machined aluminum wheel with a black insert. Coming around to the passenger side here, I want to just first note the mirror, the two-tone mirror. That's part of the Jeep Limited color scheme. You're going to see a dual-tone color scheme concept starting here at the A-pillar, going all the way back, and some black badges as well. This mirror, both mirrors are heated, and that's part of your heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated mirrors. Rear window has a defroster as well. Turn signal indicators here, very bright, very visible. And as you see here, this is your blind spot monitor. Okay, so this is going to activate with anybody pulling up behind you. The sensors for the blind spot monitors are in the rear signal lights, and they sense a car coming up behind you. That's going to activate this light. There is also a way for you through the computer screen, if you don't like just the light or you don't like the light at all, there's a way for you to have an audible chime in the passenger compartment. You can control that if you want one or both or neither of them. That is up to you. If you look into the passenger side of this vehicle, you're going to notice that right first and foremost, we have a brand new bold styling here, a two-tone color concept, which I think is really aggressive. It looks really cool than the standard old black. Color contrast gives you some eye appeal, and it ties in with the two-tone exterior, two-tone interior, two-tone exterior. So it brings all that inside the car. Leather trimmed bucket seats, front and back. There is a premium leather option, by the way. You can get a nicer seat, but that has to be ordered from the factory. Both of these seats are heated. The driver's seat is a power 8-way seat. The driver's seat is a manually activated seat, okay? You're gonna notice in here we have a beautiful 10.1-inch computer screen. That is a touch screen. That is the Uconnect 5 system. It is state of the art. You can get built-in navigation in this car. This one doesn't have it, but if you order it from the factory, you can get built-in navigation. But you don't really need it because the car's equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you're able to use the maps that you're used to using on your phone right on this beautiful touch screen here. Four-wheel drive system. Again, no other car that's this size has a four-wheel drive system. In our four-wheel drive system, you have 4 available settings. You have an automatic setting, which is what we run around in, and most of the time you're going to be in that setting. You have a snow setting, you have a mud and sand setting, and you also have a locking four-wheel drive low, locking differential, which locks all 4 wheels together. And again, to reiterate, there is no other car this size that has those options. So you mentioned safety and security was important to you. This is the most important feature that we offer. Our controls for the radio and the temperature climate control are done a couple of different ways. The radio you can control 3 ways. You have analog switches and knobs to use. You have the touch screen on the Uconnect 10.1-inch screen, but you also have radio controls on the back of the steering wheel, which all Jeep vehicles have. Volume up and down on your right hand behind the wheel, and the station select is on your left hand. This car comes equipped with cruise control, but it also has adaptive cruise control, which is also called distance pacing cruise control, and ours also has stop and go technology. When we get out on the road with you, we're going to demonstrate how that works. The center dashboard, what we call the driver display, has a configurable screen. It's a 7-inch screen, and you're able to toggle on this on the left hand of the steering wheel through the toggle switches that are there. You're able to configure that. There's going to be a trip computer. There's going to be your odometer. There's going to be other settings that you have there. You could actually store messages in there if you wanted to. But again, bold styling on the inside, but what I think you're going to find really interesting is the amount of space that this car has. Now, I'm a really big guy, and I've ridden in the back of this car. Again, leather trimmed seats back here. Lots of room, lots of headroom for a car so small. It's surprising how much room there is in this car. Of interest in the back here, you have 2 vents for the 2 rear passengers. They can adjust the flow and the direction of the heating or the air conditioner. They also have the ability to cut that flow totally off. There's a USB port back here. There is also a 3-prong plug. So if you have a laptop, a computer that you want to power up, or you know us Jeep drivers, we like to plug in the margarita mixer. So you could do that. There's actually an inverter built in here. And you plug anything that has a 3-prong plug, you can plug it in there, and you'll be powered up. So that's a real cool feature in our cars. Nice roof rails, side roof rails. There is the ability to also buy a cross member if you wanted to put a roof rack on there. Mopar has a variety of parts available to you. You can put a roof rack on there to take a canoe or a kayak or things like that. This is our gas cap. Okay, it's a capless gas cap like most of our cars are right now, so nothing to lose, nothing to forget. This car runs on regular unleaded gas. Now I'd like to show you the back. This does not have a power lift gate. This is a manual lift gate. Very easy to depress though. Okay, you're going to notice right off the bat there's a lot of storage here. The back storage area has a 2-tiered system here. So you have the ability to put the back deck high or put it low depending on what you're using or what you're trying to store back here. As all of our SUVs have, you're going to see a 60-40 split to the seat. So this seat will go down 100% or the 60 side or the 40 side. Very one-handed operation. Flick the button, push it down. That's not going to lie flat, by the way. It's going to be almost flat, but it's not going to be 100% flat. But still a lot of room back here car safety seat latches that they say are the best in the industry are found back here as well. You also have a 12-volt power supply here. Now that 12-volt power supply, you could fill an air mattress with that or anything else that connects to a cigarette lighter, but mainly that's for the tire repair kit. This car has a tire inflation kit. This car does not come standard with a spare tire. We like to let you know that. It has a tire inflation kit. And the reason it doesn't have a spare tire is because the whole auto industry isn't using spare tires. Now you can order it from the factory, but in order to save weight in the car, to save on gas mileage, and to save on the cost, and we all have roadside assistance nowadays, there's really no need for the spare tire. So that inflation kit takes the place of that. Before we get out on our test drive, I just want to tell you a couple of things, Nick. Did you ever hear of a Jeep Easter egg? You know what an Easter egg is? So Jeep puts some things around the car to make it fun. I mean, because us Jeep owners, we're outdoorsy, we're adventurous, we're kind of avant-garde. We like weird things. We like the outside. We like going places that they tell us that we can't go. So Jeep hides some things around the car to give us a little bit of an experience, and we got to kind of go find them. So I'm going to show you a couple of things real quick, because you might not ever notice if you didn't know. All right, so we got a cool fun fact right up here up front, and this is a lizard, a gecko, whatever you want to call it, but they hide that there, hoping that you'll find it and hoping that it'll give you a chuckle down the road. Another one of the Easter eggs that's on this car is right here, and this is a Jeep Wrangler Willys. This is the car that started it all in 1941, and that's what you saw if you watched the show MASH. That was the Jeep that they were driving around with, but that Easter egg is there as well. But the best Easter egg on the whole car, and most people don't even know it's here, is on the back tailgate. Now, it's going to be really hard, but when you're sitting in the driver's seat and you look to the back window, you'll see it much better then. But you're going to see right here, there's like a lizard thing, and that's actually the Loch Ness Monster. And again, that ties in to that mentality that us Jeep owners have. Kind of weird, eclectic, you know, wow, I can go anywhere, I can do anything. And who doesn't get a chuckle, who doesn't get a smile when they think of the Loch Ness Monster? So again, these things, they're plastered around the car. You're going to find some Jeep grill. The front grill logo is in a couple of places too, there being one of them in the back cubby compartment. But just real fun stuff. This is what Jeep's all about, having fun, getting out there, getting it done, but also being safe and secure. So Nick, I finished up with the outside of the car. Would you like to get in the car and we'll take a ride, and we're going to go and demonstrate some of the safety features? Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thank you. And that'll basically conclude our walk around for the day.